Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Keder on a beautiful day, my friend. I just want to update you on my credit situation. So we're gonna go ahead and log in. My credit went up again. Now this is a follow-up video from the last video that I did. I teach you a strategy on how I took my credit from 495 in about 3 months. Now it's about 4 months, 5 months later, 2 months after that. From the last time I did this video, about a month later, and now it's jump up from 706, which is where we was at, to now it should be higher. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in into my Credit Karma, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the current credit right now, what it's looking at. So we go ahead and log in. Before you go hard, right? You go hard or you go home. Guys, I can tell you can change your life. All right, so now we're getting into the inside as we're waiting for this thing to load. All right, so now it jump up 26 more points. Now I'm showing it to you live from the last video on how I did that. The reason why credit is so important and why I'm stressing it so much, specifically if you're building a business, think about why you're gonna need credit. Now, if you did not watch my last video, this video is not gonna be more about strategy on how I did it. I'll show you guys in the last video exactly how I did it. If you're interested into learning exactly how I took my credit from 590 to now 737, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted. We going all the way to 850 with this strategy, and as you guys can see, month after month is growing. We're gonna go all the way to 850, and I'm gonna keep you posted on my channel, you know, from the time, so you can see it done, and you can follow the same strategy, so you know that the strategy works. I was listening to a song not that long ago, right? A lot of people know this album that Jay-Z released, and one of the quote from the songs, he said that, and I hope that a lot of people get it. And one of the things that he said that was, what's better than spending your dollar at the strip club? And he said credit. You know, what's better than spending money at the strip club? And the answer he said in there was credit. And he said that that's how the Jew, they paid for everything that they got. You know, I'm talking about nation-wise. I'm not saying this because a lot of you that follows me, you have different culture, you're different people. But I'm saying, why is it so important? If you educate yourself, why is it so important to get credit? Now, when you get this credit, guys, okay, a lot of people would get credit for 700, or the goal would be to get something that's not gonna make him more money, right? The goal is not to get asset. The goal is to get liability. Understand that, you know, from the 4 quadrant that was taught by Robert Kiyosaki, he talks about, you know, the 4 quadrant, which is you have the person who's an employee who's working, then you have the other side where you have the business owners and the investors, or you have the employee or the self-employed. On the other side of the quadrant, on the left side and on the right side, you have the business owners and the investors. Now, the business owners, they understand how to use credit. The investors, they understand how to use other people's money. I call this OPM. To me, it's called other people's money. Here's how I started seeing why my credit was so important. When I first got started into my online business, right? I started this online business. I started making money. My goal was not to fix my credit. No. I just wanted to make money. And when I started making money, I was like, okay, cool. What's the point of having credit if I can pay anything cash? Right? What's the point of me having credit? I can just pull. I'm making money now. I can just pull. If I need something for $10,000, I can just pull $10,000 and buy it. But what I didn't realize is that as you start getting into this game, right? The reason why you want to have credit, here's how I got introduced to thinking about, wait, credit is very important, because they don't teach me that stuff in school. My parents never had a conversation with me about credit and why it's important. Now this is generation that I'm living in, and you that's watching this video, no matter where you live, I want you to understand opportunity. You have to have an eyesight of what's working and what opportunity you can take advantage of. Now, You might be living in a different country where credit is not that important, or there's no such thing as credit. You're not gonna get any credit. You have to find other ways and other means in order for you to create income, to make things happen. To get in touch with what people want, what people need, and change your life in that aspect. Now, I live in a country where credit is acceptable, where we can. A bank will give you more money based on your credit. So this is how things started rolling. So I was doing a system, right? I was marketing a system on Facebook, and I started making money. So every time I spent $1, I was making $4. Then I got so good at doing Facebook ads. Every time I was spending $1, it was to the point I was making $5, $7. So I run out of money. I didn't have any more money. Then I was like, dude, like I can make money, but I don't have money to spend. I had to wait in order for me to get paid every week and in order for me to put the money in. Then I started saying, dude, like this is crazy. All my friends are broke. Everybody I asked, yo, can you let me borrow like $10,000 and I'll give you 12,000? Everybody was like, no, I'm broke. I don't have any money. And that's when it hit me. Then I finally found someone who had some money and say, hey, let me get $10,000. I'll give you $12,000 in a week. I'll give you $2,000 more. And I know if I got the 12,000, the 10,000, I ended up making 18. So that's 6 profit for me, and I give him 2. So I ended up making 18 out of the 10, right? Because I had this system, I had this funnel that was converting, and I knew the conversion rate. So that's why once you know the conversion rate, you know that's working, you know something that's working, you can scale it up with credit, other people's money. So I use that person's money, I use her money, and then I started thinking it, and then she was excited, but she's not an entrepreneur. She's not a risk taker like me. And she was like, well, that's awesome. And then she's satisfied with that. Then I started asking myself, wait, what if I can use other people's money? How can I get access to thousands, even millions of dollars? So I started making myself think. See, as an entrepreneur, you start thinking hard. How I don't need credit for me to buy a house or a car, although it will come useful. But don't just think of increasing your credit. If you someone who follows me on YouTube or Facebook, you watching this video, don't just think of getting your credit fixed so that you can buy a house. My parents has done it. I know people who has done it to buy a car, and after that, their credit goes right back down. They can't maintain it. They can't sustain it because the wrong reason. They was thinking of fixing their credit for the wrong reason, which is to get a liability, something that cannot bring income. You want to fix your credit so it can become an asset to you. See, now, when I fix my credit, now I get those credit card that's paying me 10, that gives me a credit limit of 10,000, 20,000. If I go out there, I never use credit to start a business, right? So I get my business going, right? I get it to the point where it's profitable. I dabble into paid traffic, paid marketing. Now, let's say I have an e-commerce store right now. Every time I spend $10,000 on Facebook ads, I'm making $20,000 back. So I'm making $10,000 in profit. Or even if I'm making, $2,000 in $5,000 in profit based on the 10,000. So now, if I have a credit card, my limit is 10K. Guess what? I'm gonna go spend 10K and get 15. Now I get $5,000 in profit based on that other people's money. So now I'm flipping it, and then now once I pay the 10,000, they might increase it to 30,000, and now I take that 30,000, put it back in there, flip it to 60, then take the 60, flip it to 120, then take the 120, flip it to 500,000, then flip the 500,000 to $1 million. That's how you ought to think about credit. And that's why I'm showing you this stuff, guys. That's the reason. You can see my credit went from 26 points up. And from the last time, let me go to the last video that I made. If you guys can see the video over here, right there, right on top of my head, right there, you guys can see that video right there. Let me boom it. You will see that was February 9, and now it's 1 month later. It's right now it's March 3rd. This is about a month later. So if I go to that video, you will see when I first introduced you to how I took my credit from 490 to now it's at 700. This is the video. If you guys can see behind me, let me put that up a little bit. You guys can see it was at 700. Inside of that video, if you want to watch that video, how I increased my score, I'm going to put a little link on top. You can click on it, and it's going to give you the strategy. I'm just updating you to where I'm at. I'm going all the way up to 850, baby. This is a strategy that's working, and I want to share it with you. I could have held it for myself and say, hell, I don't care about you guys, but I want you guys to win because more people we can have that has those mindset, that are becoming winners, that are producing, that are working, that are contributing to society for the world to be a better place, the better off we can be. If we all can get to that level, all of my followers, all the people that I have interaction with, if we all have that information, you can go and change your life. Just think about how amazing the world can be if everybody's striving for greatness, if everybody have this understanding. But of course, not everybody's willing to learn. So that's why if you're one of those people who's willing to learn, you're watching this video, go to that other video, watch the strategy, see how I did it with the business and the mindset that when I got credit and how I got started with and how I changed my life. And now I'm pushing through. I'm going to 850. I'll keep you guys updated once it gets to 850. But I hope you guys understand the lesson, that Jay-Z said. What's better than spending money at a strip club, throwing your dollar at a strip club is credit. Because with credit now, you can use other people's money on the right time. Use credit to scale. Okay, start a business with your own money. Take your own risk with your own money. Okay, that way you're not owing. Don't take your credit and then you go buy a car. You go buy a car with your credit card, or you buy a TV. The TV is instant gratification. See, money, yesterday I made a video. I talk about how money is a seed. You can eat it or you can plant it. See, if you plant it, it's going to grow. If you have a seed of mango, a mango seed in your hand, a mango, you can eat the mango. It will be satisfying. It will be instant gratification. You'll feel good about yourself. You'll feel good about it, but that's it. You only have it for the moment. Or you can dig the ground, you plant the mango, and you have a mango tree now that's going to give you hundreds of mangoes. Which one would you rather have, the one mango or the mango tree? Exactly, the freaking mango tree. So that's what you want to do with your business, right? Once you get it to the point where it's growing, take the other people's money. Don't go buy a car. Don't go buy a freaking house. Don't go buy a freaking TV. Don't go buy stuff that are liability. That's not going to make you money. Scale up that business once it becomes profitable. Take that money, scale up that business with that money, increase your revenue, and now you have unlimited credit. You start crushing it. This stuff, guys, is a freaking $1 million lesson. I'm going to take this and create millions with it. And I'm giving you a pick in the inside on how you can do the same thing for yourself, for your family. So I hope you appreciate this video. I hope you understand it. And I hope that you practice the stuff that I teach in here. That's going to enable you to take your credit to the next level. If you watch this video, you don't know how to do it, make sure you watch my previous video, because I give you kind of a breakdown on how, to get your credit to go from 497 to 700. Now it's at 737, and I'm going up all the way to 850, and I'll keep you posted. I'll refresh the page. Then you guys see some real stuff. You can do this stuff if you're in a country where credit is allowed. Use other people's money to build wealth for your family, for yourself, for your children. Teach them the way of how to learn how to, delay gratification. Learn how to delay instant gratification for a later, bigger purpose, and that way they can gain their freedom. All right, guys, that was your boy Keder. Mad love and respect. I appreciate you. If this video has impacted you, please leave a comment down below. Share it with a friend. Leave a like on it. Like this video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys. I believe in you guys. Let's make it happen. I'll see you guys on the next video. See you guys later. Bye. You're going through some hard times.